Hey everybody, Questwise here, and today I want to talk about something that's kind of going back to my roots a little bit. A little bit. If you've watched my channel for any given amount of time, you know that it started off as a role-playing game, tabletop role-playing game channel. And over the years, it's sort of divulged into other things. It's divulged into miniature games. It's divulged into card games. It's become a lot of different things. I think it's a life of a gamer. Anybody who's been a gamer for any period amount of time, that's something that you go through. It's an evolution of your gaming career, your gaming lifestyle. Is that you gravitate away from certain types of games into other types of games, and then ultimately back to those original games as well. Recently, I've been really having this itch. I've been playing a lot of miniature games. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Zombies. I've been playing a lot of Pulp Alley. I've been playing a lot of miniature-based either tabletop games or board games. And while I love them, I love the thematic aspect, the narrative aspect of them. Recently, they've not been giving me enough narrative aspects. And so what I'm thinking about doing here in the near future is sort of a hybrid, a miniature heavy, sort of maybe tabletop heavy experience, but with a hard push into narrative gaming. And I've been looking at a bunch of different games in my collection lately to see which of those are going to sort of fit the bill, that are easy enough that I can use the rule system and add a very miniature heavy aspect to that experience. And I think I've settled upon Advanced Fighting Fantasy, the RPG. This is based, if you don't know about this, you can find this on DriveThru RPG. This is a print on demand. I have the hard copies of the core rulebook, the Hero's Companion, and I have the PDF of the Out of the Pit expansion, which is the monster book. And I bought the PDF of that because I'm going to be sort of printing out the pages that I need for the monsters that I want at the table during the experience or during the gameplay. I haven't gotten very far yet. This is my sort of first foray, and it's sort of my maybe journey with you. I haven't really decided if this is going to be a video series or not. But I picked this game because I think the concepts of it are very simple. Based on the old fighting fantasy, sort of choose your own adventure style books. Came out in the 80s, 90s, somewhere in there. I enjoyed many of them. They've been reprinted many times. But Graham Botley took this idea and pushed it into Advanced Fighting Fantasy and turned it into a full role-playing game as a more of a tabletop experience than just the game books for Fighting Fantasy. Most notably, the most famous one, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. I think the rules are simple enough. You're using simple two six-sided dice to determine outcomes of any particular roll. But what I want to do, and like I said, this is a very early sort of concept idea, is I want a very tabletop miniature heavy, and this is just an example, but I'm using some fantasy miniatures that I've painted up in my collection and make it a very miniature-centric tabletop game, but with a lot of role-playing aspects to it. And I think if you know this game, I think you'll understand what I mean by that. It's simple enough to sort of incorporate into an experience on a tabletop with terrain, much like a skirmish type game like Pulp Alley or some of the like Warhammer skirmish type games. That's what I'm aiming for. This is a weird video because I'm not even really sure exactly what I'm pushing for yet. I feel like I've gotten to the point in my life where miniature tabletop role-playing games have become too much of a burden for me. I hate to say the word burden because it's not that it's hard or it's taxing to me, but I feel like I just don't have the time in my life right now to sort of prepare campaigns and long-running series of adventures. And I want to just do like short mini campaigns of maybe one session or maybe a maximum of 3 sessions to complete an idea. But I'm also very heavily invested into miniature gaming right now, skirmish gaming, board gaming, and I want to sort of blend those 2 ideas, those 2 passions of mine together. I just wanted to share this with you today, and talk about sort of the idea I had. If I would love to hear your feedback on this, if you could drop a comment down below, I would love to hear if you've done anything like this in the past. This is sort of my winter project, as it were, here in northern Michigan. Winter is finally settling in. It's getting colder. Eventually we'll get some more snow. And I want to have some people over here to the game room in the basement to actually enjoy it in this creation that I've sort of blended together. So I'd love to hear your comments on that. Yeah, and if you'd like to, if you like dice role-playing games, or if you like dice-based board games and or miniature games, please check out our sponsor over at Hexwood Creations. They have some amazing stuff. I'll show some stuff on the screen right here. Beautiful, beautiful creations. If you want to check them out, I put a link down to their contact information in the notes below. But please check them out. A great, great company, a wonderful dude, and I think that he really deserves your attention if you're a fan of mine. Check out his stuff. He has some great dice boxes and some very innovative wood-created products for your dice collections and your tabletop role-playing game experience. Thanks for bearing with me on this weird one today, but until next time, I'm Questwise. Please stay safe, my friends, and as always, game on.